Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Listicuffs, brought to you by Justice Dental. If this is your first time watching our show, you have picked a banger to start with. We got a good one for you tonight. But before we get started, I want to tell you about our friends at Justice Dental. We really appreciate everything they do to support our show, and you will appreciate what they do to support your smile. They are your go-to location for cosmetic dentistry in Lexington. They have two convenient locations, Blazer Parkway and Wellington Way. And what I love most of all is how easy it is to make an appointment. Just go to their website, justicedental.com, or reach out by phone, 859-543-0500. Do it today. Your smile will thank you. Now, let's bring in our guests. And tonight's matchup is actually a rematch of the very first episode of Listicuffs that we did back in 2015, and it features two of the brightest stars in the KSR galaxy. You know them. It's Tyler Thompson and Drew Franklin. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, we were talking before the show started, guessing how long ago it was when that episode was. And I cannot believe it was 2015.
2015, I was in my tiny apartment. I didn't have a green screen. I have one now that doesn't work. That's cool. But yeah, lots changed since then.
We were just kids back then. So long ago. And Drew, you won that first matchup.
I wasn't going to add that. Long time ago, we've forgotten. Clean slate. Excited to be here.
Yeah, it was an embarrassing performance for me. I'm pretty ashamed of it looking back. I watched it today, and I will do better today, I promise.
But Tyler, you did get a win in the 2020 season, so you all are tied at one win apiece.
There we go.
This is a real tiebreaker for both of you. So let's get into it. You all know how the game's played, but for anyone watching for the first time, I will ask questions that have multiple answers. Say, name a letter of the alphabet. Drew and Tyler will go back and forth giving answers. For each correct answer, they get a point. For each incorrect answer, they get a strike. Whoever gets the most points for each question wins that question. If you win two questions, you win the game. And we will start by asking a high-low question. And this question will be for Drew. And it pertains to snack foods.
Oh, perfect.
So what is the total number of calories in a standard 12-count box of oatmeal cream pies? Now, Drew, if you get this exactly right, you get to select our first category. If you miss, then Tyler gets to guess if the actual answer is higher or lower than the one that you get. So this is a standard, liberated one from work today. So
okay.
You're hopefully very familiar with it.
I will go 9,200 calories.
9,200 calories is incorrect. Tyler, do you think the actual number of calories is higher or lower for a 12-count box of oatmeal cream pies?
Ooh. I was gonna go high, but not that high. So I'll say lower.
The correct answer is 2,040.
Oh my!
Oh, that's a steal.
I knew I went way too high, but not that high.
Yeah, each one's like 170. Much less than you think. Like,
all right, numbered range, not ideal.
Tyler, you get to select our first category from these six options. Door number 1. Moving on up. Gold standard. On the ball. We're rolling out. And where everybody knows your name.
Ooh. So where everybody knows your name was left. That was the last category left in the first show this season. I'm still not going to pick it. I'm just going to go with door number 1.
All right. Great. It's an ideal category for us to start with on a game show. It's a question about game shows. So in the 50 years that the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Game Show has been awarded. Only 10 shows have won it. So we're looking for the 10 shows that have won the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Game Show since 1974. And I will give you one hint or tip. Don't get hung up on the word daytime. You're both in media. You know that Daytime Emmy can apply to a lot of different types of game shows. I think it just has to be daytime somewhere. So there are definitely some that you might not think of as a daytime show.
Got it. All right, am I first up?
You are first up.
I'm going to go with my favorite game show, Jeopardy.
Number one, it has won 19 times.
I'm going to go with my second favorite game show because Listicuffs is number one. And I would say Family Feud.
The Feud has won twice. That is correct. It won once with Richard Dawson as a host back in the 70s, and then it has also won in the Steve Harvey era.
That's good to know. I think Steve Harvey is very underrated. Okay, I am going to go with The Price is Right.
Absolutely. It has won 8 times.
How about a little Wheel of Fortune, please?
Wheel of Fortune is correct. It has only won 1, and it actually tied with Jeopardy for that one.
I feel like it's going to get tough from here because those are like the 4 automatic shows I think of. What about Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
That is correct.
Yes.
You stole that one from me. I was sitting on it.
It won twice back in the early 2000s when it dominated television.
You got to have up there
5 correct answers left on the board, including the show that has won the second most.
Why am I drawing a blank on what number 2 would be? It's got to be big. I will go way back in time with something that is probably not on here, but I loved it, and say, name that tune.
That is a good guess. It is also your first strike. It has never won.
Dang.
Now I'm wishing I watched like the Game Show Network more.
No.
What about Hollywood Squares?
Oh, absolutely. Shadow Steven with the X. Jim J. Bullock. It won 4 times.
I'm struggling even coming up with another game show. What could possibly be number 2? Big game show guy here, obviously. I'm going to say, is there like a buzz for me going too long?
Just when we feel like it. Well, you can stall a little bit.
How can I even name a game show? Whose line is it anyway?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is your second strike. That is your second strike. All right, Tyler, you can guarantee at least a draw and really drop the hammer if you can get one more.
I've got one I want to use. I just don't think it's in the top 10. And it's kind of sad because it's like one of the few remaining game shows I know. Supermarket Sweep.
Should have won, but it didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
What a great show.
What would be your go-to item in the end of Supermarket Sweep when like throwing stuff in the buggy? You hitting the hams first?
It's any of the big ticket items.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any of the meats.
All right, Drew, you got to be real careful here. You got 2 strikes.
Well,
Name
more. I'm going to name one I know is not a winner, but it's what I watched because I watched Nickelodeon, and I'm just going to say Guts, and it probably didn't even come close to winning anything, but I'm going to go out giving a shout out to Guts.
There are no ifs, ands, or buts. That is your third strike. The ones you did not get, 9-time winner, Pyramid.
Really?
Yep. Pyramid has won quite a few times. I thought you all might have guessed this next one. It's a little more recent, Cash Cab.
Yeah, forget about Cash Cab.
Never crossed my mind.
3-time winner. Password.
Yeah.
Of the various passwords. And also a 1-time winner, win Ben Stein's money.
I forgot about
Wow.
that show. Oh man, what's the one that's I can't remember the name of it, that Wayne Brady hosts the reboot of it?
Whose line is it anyway?
No, it's like an older show that they've rebooted, and people wear the weird costumes and stuff.
Yes. And it's actually the Behind Door number 1. I'm blanking on it too.
Anyway, it's not in the top 10, so it doesn't matter.
Let's Make a Deal.
Let's Make a Deal is correct.
Dang it. That's one of the ones I used to
How is
watch.
that not in the top 10?
Hard to beat Jeopardy.
That's true.
Unless you're Hey Kentucky. Remember that show? We beat Jeopardy. That was cool.
All right, Drew, you get to select from our 5 remaining categories.
I'm going to go with the gold standard.
All right. Drew, you do have to win 2 questions in a row to get the win here. It's a tough hill to climb, but I've seen it happen a million times. I have confidence in you. Gold standard, of course, refers to UK basketball. We are looking for the last 10 Kentucky basketball players, either men or women, to be named SEC Player of the Year. The last 10 Kentucky basketball players, either men or women, to be named SEC Player of the Year, either through the AP or the coaches poll.
I will start with. I am starting, right?
You are starting. You go first.
Okay. Don't want to steal any spots here. I will take the obvious answer of Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis is correct, even though he didn't score that much in the championship game.
No.
All right.
Fifth most? Sixth most? What was that line? It's been so long.
5th most shots. I'm going to go with the most recent, I think, Oscar Tshiebwe.
That is correct. One point apiece.
I will go with the only other person to win the Player of the Year and the Defensive Player of the Year, and that is one Tyler Eulis.
Tyler Eulis is correct. Back in 2015, 2016.
I'm going to go the women's side because I think she's the only one I can recall winning it recently, Ryan Howard.
Yes, absolutely. She won it twice in back-to-back years in 2019, 2020, and 2020, 2021. All right.
Since we're shouting out the women, I will add Victoria Dunlap to the conversation.
Absolutely. Also won it twice in 09, 2010, and 2010, 2011.
I am going to flash back to, let's see, what was it, 2020, and say Emmanuel Quickly.
That is correct.
I knew it was either Nick or Quick. So.
He did. He won one of the 2. I think he got the coach's nod for Player of the Year. All right, tied up at 3 apiece. No strikes. You all are rolling through this category. It's like you work in Kentucky sports.
I will say, though, Quickly is the only one I had left that I'm certain of. I mean, we've had several good players. There were some random winners in the Calipari era that stole some awards. I will go Tayshaun Prince because I think he still falls within the 10, the category of the 10.
That is incorrect. That is your first strike.
Was he not in the 10 or did he not win it?
He was not in the 10.
Okay.
And as a reminder, at any point, you each one time can go to your lifeline, the all-time winningest Listicuffs player, Ryan Lemon, who is standing by at a local Mexican restaurant to provide assistance. Tayshaun Prince reminded me of that because that was a answer he gave to Shannon last week that turned out to be incorrect.
Ryan would definitely have some. I just don't know if they would fall within the last 10. His wheelhouse seems to be mid-90s UK basketball. I know this person probably won Freshman of the Year, but I'm not sure about Player of the Year. I'm going to roll the dice and say John Wall.
John Wall is correct.
Huh.
Let's see. Who else in the Calipari era would have won it? I don't think we had one the next year. Nerlens didn't get it. Nobody that's following year. Did Carl Anthony Towns win it in 2015?
Is that your answer?
I don't love it because Willie had a big year too, and there was a lot of talent, but I'm going to say it.
That is incorrect. Strike two.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be a blowout.
I don't know. I'm starting to doubt myself on some stuff. Brandon Knight?
That is your first strike.
Oh.
I think that would be about it on Cal players. Unless, did Fox or Monk? I will go De'Aaron Fox with a Hail Mary.
You picked the wrong one. That was strike three.
Oh! Triple double was on my mind. I thought they'd give him the nudge.
Malik Monk won that year.
Wow.
One of them. I don't think I'm going to say this right. On the women's side, is it Adia Mathis?
Yeah.
Adia Mathis
Had her.
She won twice, 11-12 and 12-13. And the year after Tayshaun, Keith Bogans.
That's a good one.
Keith Bogans won. Tyler.
You scared me off of Keith Bogans with when you told me no on Tayshaun.
Yeah. No. Tyler, congratulations.
I'm redeemed.
You are the one lifetime. You know, that went pretty quickly. Y'all want to just do one more for fun?
Yeah, saying it went pretty quickly is a very polite way of saying I just got stomped. Sure, I would love to keep going.
Let's do one more just to round this out. Drew, you can pick from our remaining categories.
And let's call Ryan for fun too.
Oh, that's true. I should have used one just to get Ryan involved. Well, since I'm hot, let's go where everybody knows your name, since I haven't done well at knowing names on this game so far.
Okay. This is about kind of smaller places where people might know you, and specifically colleges. So we are looking for the 12 schools who are in Power 5 football conferences that have the lowest enrollment. This includes their graduate enrollment, but if you think about undergrad, it's basically the same. And again, these are schools that play football in a Power 5 conference. Be very clear and specific there. So the 12 with the lowest enrollment.
This is gonna be tough.
I will go. Let's go Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt, absolutely third lowest. It's got about between 13 and 14,000 if you include grad school.
What about Northwestern?
Northwestern is incorrect.
Ooh.
Just misses out. I think it's the next school in. First strike.
I have one that I was about to say, but I feel like it could also be gigantic. But I will say it is big, I think. I'm going to say Rutgers. Am I going to regret that?
Only if you don't like strikes.
I'm going how good they are athletically and not in the fear.
I mean, I was going to say that too. So I have no concept of how big schools are. And all the ones I immediately think of are huge.
I barely know the one I graduated from, so this is difficult.
What about Ole Miss?
Yes, Ole Miss is correct. 10th on this list with 21,000.
How about our friends at Purdue?
Purdue is incorrect.
I unplugged my computer. This is embarrassing.
Second strike.
There's what's a Power 5 school that isn't big? I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark, like Illinois.
That is your second strike.
Oh, Might be time to call Ryan.
Well, I have a guess I like, but I have to call Ryan. I mean, I can't go out not calling Ryan.
Yeah, Richard, let's get Ryan in here.
All right, the text is out. Ryan will be in shortly.
Well, wait for Ryan. This has been a lot of fun. I mean, this has been embarrassing on my end, but you all do a great job putting this together. Really, really enjoy watching them and doing them.
I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, after being part of the behind the scenes, it's fun to actually play. I think it's come together really well. Who knew in 2015 we would be so ahead of our time?
Do we have the technology to go back and change answers and scores and clean it up, make it look better?
We invested all of the budget in green screen, and so
Which did not work.
Turn it on.
yeah.
I think that lost to Tyler my second time playing here. Kind of went this way, too. I think it was another embarrassing evening.
I
Same
only
thing, Ryan.
played you once. I know you beat
Yeah,
me.
no,
like,
you played Ryan.
yeah, I played Barney in my second round.
And once he figured out how to take the lens cap off the camera, then he was unstoppable.
Here he is.
Oh, we got him.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Ryan. Where are you driving?
I'm driving in Hamburg, where there's no traffic or anything, nothing to worry about, be concerned about.
Perfectly fine. Drew has lost, but we're playing some bonus questions, and he needs your help.
Well, as well as I help Shannon the Dude lose in his battle with Billy, I'm sure it can help Drew now.
All right, Drew, it's all you.
Right, I'm looking for a one of the 12 Power 5 schools with the lowest enrollment.
Okay.
School with a low enrollment. So far, we have Vanderbilt and Ole Miss.
Has to be at a conference.
I would think Rutgers may be in there in that conversation.
I already said that. You did what I did. We thought athletically. I think it's a big school. I have, but I want to hear what you have to say.
That's what I was thinking too. Like Rutgers or one of the. Backup would be. Let me think. TCU. Did you hear me?
I did. Is that going to be your final answer?
That's the only one I can think of right now. After I just filled my belly at Carrabba's.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed Carrabba's.
I can't think of another one off the top of my head.
All right, Ryan, thank you for your help.
I got to stay on here to see the right answer.
All
I
right.
give the answer I want to give to.
You don't have to give his answer. You can use it or not use it.
We'll use this, but my backup answer is my friends down in Starkville, Mississippi State. I will ride with Ryan Lemon and go with TCU.
TCU is correct. It is the second smallest with an enrollment of just under 12,000.
I can't use my freebie there. Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Safe.
I wouldn't have picked TCU. Good call by him.
No idea how big stuff is. No clue. It could have been the biggest school in America. I would have no idea. So does Tyler go?
Oh,
I was up.
Yeah.
it would be rude to use Drew's guess. No. Trying to think of ACC schools. Duke?
Duke is correct at
Dang.
fifth smallest, 17,620.
Good one, Tyler. I will now use my Mississippi State answer. I know that was pretty small.
I guess they have a large grad school. It's a big state university. They are not on the list. That is your third strike.
Wow.
Oh, Drew.
Auburn?
No, sir. The ones you did not get started going from smallest to largest. At number 1, the Fighting Olivier Sars of the Wake Forest University.
Duh.
Boston College at number 4. 6, Stanford at number 6. Pac-10 is still, or Pac-12 is still part of the Power 5 for now. Miami at number 7. At number 8, Kansas State. Number 9 is Baylor. 11 is Syracuse. And number 12, Louisville.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. Can we call Ryan back and have him just say the word Syracuse? Syracuse.
I love the Colin Ryan angle. That's a nice addition. Well, you just don't know where you're going to get him. Was he at a stoplight there? What was going on?
I hope he was at a stoplight or in a parking lot.
Actually, he was at a stoplight, everyone. He was. He certainly.
Drive safe, Kentucky.
Absolutely. Tyler, congratulations on your win. Drew, thank you for being here. Great job, both of you. So much fun having you here. Thanks to everybody watching and, of course, Justice Dell for their support. We will see you in the next episode of Listicuffs.